From U.S. soil to Israel, today marks 100 days since Hamas launched its deadly rampage inside Israel, killing 1,200 people. A massive rally in Tel Aviv is set to last for 24 hours straight, and protesters are calling for the release of hostages still held up in Gaza. But Israel is keeping up its military offensive in Gaza, saying it hit two sites used to fire rockets into Israel. Now, more than 3 months after the October 7th attack, which started the war, more than 20,000 Palestinians have been killed, and more than 1.4 million people are staying in overcrowded and unsanitary UN shelters, according to officials. Now, here in Atlanta, many people are still sounding off, calling on officials to bring Israel hostages home once and for all. In fact, a massive bike ride just wrapped up not too long ago for this very reason. Atlanta News First reporter Asia Wilson breaks down why the Consulate General of Israel in Atlanta is urgently asking for your support.
Here at Piedmont Park, dozens of people line their bikes and motorcycles to amplify the call to free the more than 130 hostages out of Gaza.
How are you today?
On Sunday, bikes and motorcycles surrounded Piedmont Park for calls.
100 days after the atrocities of October 7th, we still have over 130 men, women, children, elderly still being held in Hamas captivity.
Back on October 7th, at least 1,200 people, including civilians, were killed in Hamas's attack on Israel, and hundreds of others were held hostage by Hamas. Of those, still more than 130 remain held captive in Gaza.
The fight that Israel is fighting against those who glorify death and destruction is the fight for life and freedom.
Annette Satan-Dadan, Consulate General of Israel to the southeastern United States, says back here in the U.S.,
we are seeing an incredibly concerning rise in expressions of anti-Semitism.
According to the Anti-Defamation League, there have been more than 3,200 anti-Semitic incidents since the beginning of the raging war.
This is, of course, very concerning for Israel, for the Jewish community, but it should be concerning for everyone in society, because it should not be tolerated anywhere.
And right now, Satan-Dadan hopes others will help them send a message to officials to immediately release all hostages once and for all.
Anyone and everyone who believes and supports the values of life and freedom should be standing with us and should be joining in the call to bring them all home now.
In Atlanta, Asia Wilson, Atlanta News First.